All right. Stream is healthy. We got a feud up on Finger of God once again. But before we do any of that, I have 1.2 trillion Mercury. I did say like a week ago that if I hit a trillion Mercury, I would dump it into regen. It is time. See what we got in here first, though. Nothing. I didn't even read these. What do these do? Yeah, bunch of whatever. 150% mana. Wow. All right, I think the way I'm gonna handle this is I'm only gonna do a trillion. I'm at least gonna dump the 200 billion into base damage, so that way I at least get some sort of damage upgrade. Even though if dumping a trillion Mercury into regen actually like makes me regen, and then like I never run out of mana, that's technically a damage upgrade for like early zones. But we'll just have to see what happens. Anyway, here we go. 1.3 million. This thing like barely goes up, so this thing is gonna go from like 7.5 to who knows what. And we're just gonna go until I have I don't know. I obviously I can't tell exactly how much I have, so I probably have a little bit more than 200 billion, but let's dump it down to like 250. All right, here we go. 0.05 per level. I'm gonna have so many chests once this is done. Alright, let's give it a little break. We're almost at 1,000 times taken. Oh, we just went down to 1.1 trillion. All right, give it another little break. 1815 times taken. Takes 216 to get a chest. Or 1 trillion. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right, not bad. Not bad at all. Just gonna singular click now. I go down to 250. Alright. Now I'm gonna dump the rest into base damage. So not bad. I went from like 7 point whatever to 190.15. This is my regen's 39.75 per second, which is not a lot. So that kind of makes me wonder like what this number is supposed to mean. Because you would think it would just be like, maybe it doesn't take effect until you start running, I don't know. I'm not sure. But anyway, got a little bit over 3,000 base damage. This went from like 1.3 million to 723.5 million. And the good thing is base damage is going to be the next one I dump everything into, so... Because it's still the lowest one. I think the next time I do regen is when I get to one quadrillion million Mercury. Then we'll do another regen dump. I got 18 chests. Unfortunately, all this ore is gonna get blown up. Bandage shield. Shaman's bow. Too bad I don't need that anymore. Herbalist pants, that's nice. Alright. Can I even buy anything with 324 million? Nope. Nope. Everything's capped. Alright, so our feud is on Finger of God. So we're gonna set up for that. I kind of want to see if I can just use their grind build on the first area. And if not, then I'll just reset. Because I may still need more astral power. I only go up to 2 astral power on the grand build now. Ooh. Scrap. Okay. So let's head over there. You're gonna lose 1.9k ore. Are you sure you want to do that? Not particularly. So the first two are XP. This one's no altars, no chaos bones, which is the worst one. These two are axes, and this is 10 times lower damage. But we have the 663%. Actually, no, I should probably go over here and check my Bloodham buff real quick. Make sure I still have that. Oh, I do, for a whole day. Great. So I'll have to buy it next time I do a feud. Anyway, like I was saying, we got the 600 something elemental damage from this one. I'll have 135 again when we finish it, so I think I one-shotted the general here last time. And that's kind of why I want to try my grand build here and see if we can maximize the Mercury gain, but we'll just have to see what happens, I suppose. Gotta turn my potions on. Alright, it's gonna auto level. Well, we can just do that. And this is kind of the problem with the grind build, is since I put everything in a strong build, it doesn't really work. It doesn't really work. So just have to go here. That's fine. That guy over there is dying. It's just gonna take a second. Blip, 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 blip. Generating 1,934 per second. Alright, we should be fine from here on out. Probably could just use axes on this and not have to swap the sword, but I like using the sword. I like using the sword. Alright, we got some run speed. Just got XP. Already got fire as well. Hopefully today is the day we get Cleric pants. I will also take Cleric hat, but I would prefer pants. Experience, running speed, and health. That's not bad. I wish there was a 4th stat on it, but there's not. That run speed's kind of low for rarity 9. What's that ring that I have on? Yeah, rarity 4 has 70. Figure that one out. But I think they've probably been messing with the ring formulas a lot, because I know there for a while all of them were giving 4 stats all the time. Now they don't, and they've probably changed how the values work at the same time, so less chance to get higher stuff, which is fine. It makes gives the game more longevity. If a rip. $74,339.08 per second. Got 19.8k mana. How did that happen? All right, this is the this is my push build. That's how that happened. I'm used to it being like 3.8. I'm at 325 at level 30. Dabra. I don't really think there's anything I'm looking for like regular gear. I guess just Banshee's Crab, that's pretty much it. Because since Rarity 12 doesn't add any slots, like getting Shaman's Bow doesn't do anything anymore. That's basically just whatever the main weapon is. I think my Whisper is still 9, so I need to get that to 11 at least for more technique points. Ladies Ring. Ladies Ring needs more stats. Gotta keep an eye on this because I don't know when this stops spending points. I think it eventually levels up magic to 12, but I don't remember. I don't remember. Oh! Upgrade. I don't know if I have any others or not. I probably don't. No. That's the first one I've gotten since I got to 11. So I need to get 3 more. Oh boy. I should probably just start pushing islands. Even if I can't complete the feuds. Why is it still leveling the combat skills but not the mining? That's weird. You bought that game? It's supposed to be free. The game's free. How did you buy it? Oh, okay. I didn't see what I got. Look like a weapon though. 33% experience. Yeah, I am on what island is this? It's 29, 28, 27, 26. Island 26. Alright, got it before my potion went off. But yeah, like the new feud thing is ridiculous. And I have a bunch of stats from that. And then just the gear and stuff that I have. Like I've been playing for a while. So yeah. Alright, we need to flip and flap here, take that off, put these on. And I gotta swap builds, because this is the, altar build. I gotta take the bones off, because there's no bones. Wasn't able to make it. Yeah, the feuds are hard to get into, unfortunately. But once you get into them, it opens up a lot. You start getting a lot of the better weapons and armor and stuff. What did I get? Oh no, is this what I got? Carabears. I'm not sure which one I got. Didn't get any armor. Well, regardless, it's not anything that I care about, unfortunately. Unfortunately for me. But yeah, pretty much just gotta keep pushing and open more chests to get more gear. And once you find a weapon with Astral Force on it, and you're able to buy the skill points out of the store, and get some decent rings and stuff, you'll be able to start doing the feuds. But it's a little bit of work to get into them. And then you gotta get all your threads too, so the way you get all the buffs out of here. Just a lot to work on, which is good. That's what a game like this should have. A lot of stuff to work on. All right, here we go. Yeah, unfortunately, it's like the only real way to make progress. Like Astral Power and Astral Force just do so much. Apparently they're talking about nerfing it. Which makes sense, but at the same time, like, I don't know how they're going to... Unless they're gonna rebalance the entire game. I don't know how they're gonna like do anything comparable. Rarity 2. I mean, it's not bad, like as long as you can upgrade it. Get the quality up so you can get the technique points. But where you're at, you're probably hurting for minerals, so it just takes time. Like, if you stick with it, you'll get there. Because it was the same thing for me. It took me took me a little bit of time because I was originally using bows, and I feel like I got decently far, but bows are just so underwhelming in this game just because of how much more melee gets and the weird little quirks that bows have. But yeah, I would say probably don't worry about feuds too much right now. Just keep pushing islands and get more knots or threads or whatever you want to call them, so you can upgrade your destiny tree thing, because there's a lot of stuff in there that will help quite a bit. And then beyond that, try to grind minerals to upgrade your stuff and then get more stuff to do more things. You swap, yeah. Yeah, no, like bow, cause bow has a lot of little like weird things. Like if a monster gets near you or an enemy gets near you, they're not all monsters. Some of them are humans. Then like stance turns off, and you lose all that attack speed from standing still, which is terrible. And then there's other things like bow doesn't get the fire buff from prayer for the damage like melee does, and that just instantly makes it infinitely worse. And then there's the issue of like they still haven't changed if an enemy pulls out a bow, then your character runs up to that enemy instead of just shooting, which is terrible. They put in like a minor fix for it where they made it to where all the enemies with bows start with their swords out. Which helps, but it doesn't solve the issue, because as soon as they pull a bow out, you still run up to them. But yeah, I went from that to like Banshee's Cry, and I got this whisper from one of the generals on a feud, and like this setup has just crushed pretty much everything. And with collaboration from others and just learning more about the game in general, this is pretty much where I've ended up. Just putting in the time and effort to figure it out. Herb Surge, go for jewelry, air damage, stamina. That's a no-go for me. You like doing damage with the air? I don't. But yeah, they do end up nerfing Astral Force and Astral Power and all of that stuff. It'll be interesting to see what they do to like bring up the power of other things or introduce something different. But I feel like they've done a pretty good job of introducing new and different things to make the game interesting every time they update, so I don't feel like they're gonna have an issue coming up with an alternative. I just hope that if they do nerf Astral Power and Astral Force, that they don't just make it completely like not worth using. Like, still let it have some value. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have to level this build at all or not, but I guess we'll find out when we get there. Yeah, mana regen, like, that's why I have all the fairies on screen. The fairies, and then once you start getting into prayer and you get the mana buffs from prayer, those help out immensely. I forgot to level my weapon. It's a root ring, experience gain and duration of blessings. 1 out of 2. We do not need duration of blessings at all. But yeah, you put like the first 2 points of wizardry into flower fairies, and then you can use the fairy potion, which basically gives you a fairy for free without spending spirit. Yeah, I understand. I think before I went up to 6, after I had more, I was using like 3, and that got me by. So if you can try to get up at least like 2 or 3. Then that should be able to hold you over until you're able to clear more stuff and get more hearts. Alright, Mr. General Man, I need Cleric pants. That is the #1 item I am looking for right now. Cleric pants. I've been waiting. I've been patient. I've diligently been killing you and all your friends for more than a week now. Hand them over. It's time. Cleric pants. Oh. That's only a couple levels. Cleric pants. Cleric pants. That is not cleric pants. Damn. Damn it. I have to reset it, but that's fine. Okay, so pause, play. Gotta take the bow off. Can't use bow here, axes only, dude. That means we will put on Red Moon. Why is this not favorited? Why is that one not favorited? I don't understand. Do I have any other tearing winds or no? I do. me upgrade that. We can get that too. I have another 7? I do. Okay, cool. We'll get that up to 10. Okay. Let's see. Upgrade that one. Upgrade that one. Then we gotta upgrade the 2 7s. Apparently I have a lot of 7s. Alright, make that an 8. Blow that up. Increase. Then we gotta do this one. Increase. Did I already enhance the other 9? I did not. Okay. Then 10 is what? 20... 18, 22. It's 7, so I need to make 15. Oh, I didn't upgrade it. I gotta upgrade it first, dude. There we go. Yeah, 22. I'm gonna make 15. Boom. Why does it do that? That's really annoying. Ah, whatever. I still have more run speed than before, so that's fine, I guess. Okay, and then I have to reset because I was on the nerve rubber. And now we just win. Already got XP. That's good. Just need some run speed now. Oh yeah, I gotta turn my phones back on. There's the run speed. And now we wait. Oh. I got Jade breastplate, right? Oh yeah. Okay, well, we want to put that one on, take that one off, 'cause that's a giant upgrade. Or when we push. Let me actually upgrade that so I don't forget. Where is it? 2100, 199 spirit. The old one was like 16, 65, and 140 or something. I'm not gonna be able to find it now. Yeah. I'm not gonna be able to find it now. I do want to see what the stats were though. There's the pants. There's the helmet. Where's the chest piece? Oh, here they are. So 2100, 199, 1665, 158. So that's a pretty big jump. Pretty big jump, dude. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let me have them cleric pants. What is this at? 102% increased damage for each unused unit of spirit. Fantastic. Nice shield, dude. I also didn't level up my weapon. Oops. But this one, it doesn't matter because double technique points is stupid. $148 stamina cost. Okay. The reason why that jade chest piece is important is because it's the main DPS chest for this setup. Bunch of axe damage, bunch of spirit. It's pretty good. It's kind of weird that if they're talking about nerfing Astral Force and stuff though, because they pretty much built the entire game around it. Haven't gotten any Jade yet. Yeah, Jade's from the Astral chests. And the generals, which are the last bosses of each area of the feud, drop them. You can't get them from like regular bosses and stuff. So just trying to push as far as you can so you're able to do feuds. Like it opens up a lot of possibilities. Shaman's bow. I would have been happy about that until I learned that anything past Rarity 11 doesn't give you any more slots. And then I was sad. But maybe they'll change that in the future, so maybe I should keep caring about them. But we'll just collect them for now. I'm not going to upgrade it anymore until that happens. Yeah, that's another way that you can make things a little bit better for yourself. If you have a shaman's bow, put that in your 5th slot and just turn off the bow attack and put all the technique points into experience gain, and you basically double your levels instantly. Even if you only have like rarity 1 or rarity 2. It makes a huge difference. There's also a weapon with it, but I think it's a mace. Let me see if I can find it. It's this one here. Magic Strike and XP. But this one's kind of weird because if you're using a mace, then you need like another main hand weapon to do the damage. And you can't like equip 3 weapons, so that doesn't really work. So that's why the bow is just way better, because you can still have 2 weapons and the bow on at the same time. But if you have the tier, that may actually still help you. Just having more skill points means more damage. Pants of the Moron! Oh wait, that said Northman. Alright, we got more elemental damage. This area is the same thing. So we're just gonna blast through it like the last one. Got fire and XP already, we just need run speed, and we have a lot of chances to get it right here. There it is. That's like 8 altars on zone 5, that's kind of insane. Spirit's already at 30k. We have 2 more chances for Cleric Pants. Idle Sword. Oh boy. I do idle a lot. But unfortunately, that weapon is not worth putting on. Can I have some cleric pants, please? That's all I want. I'm not asking for much. Just cleric pants. What does this ring do? It's a door. Stamina, potion power, ally strength, critical hit damage. Nope. It's trying though, at least it was 4 stats. But you can still do better, game. Give me total damage. Fire damage, and then like I don't even know what else do I want on my rings. I guess like XP, mineral search, run speed, any kind of damage. Or like power of the 3 blessings. Sweet ring, so it doesn't matter. Good stats though. 55 XP, 49 spirit. That's probably better than something I'm wearing. Yeah, I could definitely put that on over that. Because I don't need the health, and I don't need the stamina. Upgrade. It's only a 2-stat ring, but so better than what I had. I'm gonna have to go through all my rings again at some point. Start blowing up a lot of these ones that I don't want. Wow, what a ring. Percent mana regen, flat mana, flat stamina regen, and flat stamina. Great. What am I hitting for right now? DDC? I think I'm saying some TDCs in there. I can't tell though. Yeah, there's definitely some TDCs in there. Don't ask me how, but they're in there. I see them. That's just all the elemental damage I've been taking though. And we're gonna get even more right now. Militia pants upgrade. Alright, Mr. General. 2 more chances. Then we gotta wait 2 days for the next feud. Already 130. Meh. Still got 2 zones to do. I'm already at 321. So if I can get over like 500 billion Mercury, that'd be pretty good. This one's barely hitting 400, but I don't have the bow equipped either, so that makes sense. Alright, here we go, Mr. General Man. Cleric pants. You get one chance right now, and I'm over. I know you got him somewhere. Damn it. All right, last zone. Gotta put the bow on for this. And by zone, I mean area. This zone is the 10 times reduced damage, so it's gonna take a second to get going. I could also just cheat and do this. I could also just cheat and do that. Problem solved. Alright, I think we should be... Oh yeah, we just got run speed, so we should be okay now. Alright. One more chance at Cleric pants. I will also take a Cleric helmet, but I would prefer pants. I only got like 40 billion from that last thing, so I'm gonna be just over 400, which is still fine. It's still a lot of Mercury for an hour. That's still quite a bit of Mercury for 1 hour. What does this ring do? Not much. Not much. Decent health ring. But other than that, kind of whatever. Yo, what's going on? How you doing? Having the worst feud ever. Yeah. Let me guess, runes only? Bow only? Something like that? Ooh, champion shield. I used that one for a while for the run speed. I think. Maybe not. First two are bow only and now it's runes only. I have never had a runes only area in my feud. And if I ever do, I probably won't be able to finish it. Island 40? Oh no. So you're like way ahead of me then. I'm only on 29, I think. Let's see, this is 27, 28, 29. No, this is 26. 27, 28, 29. It's hell. Yeah, that's why I haven't pushed, because like I want to push because I want to see like the new content and open up more stuff, but I don't because I'm able to clear the feuds that I have access to, and none of them are runes only. Runes only zone 19. Yeah, like I don't even know like what you would do. Runes only. Those are just like air click. Spends 2 mana. Because obviously magic attack doesn't do anything. Ease doesn't do anything. It's like air click or fire drop. It's not fun, but yeah, runes just don't seem great. The couple times I've tried to use runes, they just don't do very much, unfortunately. Cause like I tried to use hot floor one time, but that thing's awkward because if you run out of mana, it shuts off and then it doesn't turn on again until you're back at like full mana or something. It's really weird. And then the only other rune that I have experience with is Red Moon, but I mostly use that for killing hunting game for XP. Yeah, I have what do we got? Got Rarity 10, Inquisitor's Helmet, Rarity 10, Inquisitor's Breastplate. And then my Inquisitor's Pants are Rarity 7. So I'm guessing it would basically just be run that. What's the set that does the magic damage? Isn't there, which one is that? Not Magicians. Oh, it's Demonic. $6,000 fire damage bonus. Well, I think the other thing too is like none of the prayer buffs like increase rune damage, right? I got Ice Bite. Lame. Lame. No Cleric pants again. Alright, we're taking elemental damage. Options are XP, XP, elemental damage, strength of allies, strength of allies. I'm taking elemental damage because I want more damage. XP is nice, but I don't need XP for grinding. It already doesn't spend all of the points as it is. And I need more damage to be more better. Minions are a must. Oh hey, my alarm went off. Because it's time to get ready for work. Perfect timing. I haven't done anything with minions either. I want to. I've been thinking of implementing the Chaos Fairies back into my build. Yeah, I've done that for some of them. I did the XP one and the prayer one. And then I want to do this one next for grinding, so I run faster. Grinding. Oh hey, I did get over 500 billion. That's good. How did I get the arrow? This was in the shop. I bought it for like 30 million Mercury or something. And then I think it can be for like 2k let 'em. And then there was also another one of those ultramarine things for taking off the negative effect for 2k let 'em as well. I bought that. Yeah, it just makes close combat and shooting level up faster. The negative effect is crafting skills level up 20% slower, which is bad, especially since I want to use it for grinding. But anyway, I gotta start getting ready for work. Thank you guys for hanging out. Be back in 2 days when my next feud pops. Really need to decide whether I want to start pushing some more or not. I'm just afraid like if I open up the next feud it's gonna be stupid. I kind of want to get my Cleric pants first. Yeah, for sure. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out. And we'll be back with some more of this in 2 days. Anyway, that's it for now. Goodbye.